think that it's just awful that anybody's viewpoint is to blame contestants and not the game controllers, the people who are creating the games, executing the games, producing the games, running the games. It's their responsibility to keep people safe, and especially not as much enforcement as they should have. And one of the contestants who I talked to said that she witnessed a male fully tackle a female, full body contact tackler knocked her out. And he was allowed to move on to the next round.
I am so horrified because I've heard that story too.
Yeah.
And it only occurs to me right now that they may be talking about me.
Imagine living in a world where the line between charity and entertainment is so blurred, you can't tell the difference anymore. That's the world MrBeast has built, and millions of us keep watching. Just days ago, he let Mike Tyson, one of the most feared boxers in history, punch him in the stomach. It was entertainment, it was a stunt, but it was also a test. How far will someone go to keep us glued to a screen? MrBeast is everywhere right now. He's running massive game shows with Amazon. He's hinting at launching his own phone company. He's raising millions for clean water. And somehow, every move he makes turns into headlines. But here's the question no one wants to ask. What does it mean when one man has more power to shape culture than entire governments, charities, or even corporations? Because MrBeast isn't just giving away money. He's rewriting what generosity looks like in the age of social media. And whether you think he's a hero or a manipulator, his rise says something very real about inequality. Think about it. To give away millions of dollars, you have to already have millions of dollars. His acts of kindness get views because they're so extreme. Buying a stranger a house, paying for 1,000 surgeries, flying people across the world. None of this looks like normal life, and that's exactly the point. For most of us, helping someone means covering their bus fare or spotting them lunch. But nobody watches videos about that. Online, generosity only counts when it's big, loud, and camera ready. That's the trap MrBeast has built for all of us. We now see kindness as a competition, something you perform for likes. It makes everyday struggles invisible while making billion-dollar stunts feel normal. And this is where it gets darker, because every one of his massive giveaways depends on the same cycle. People struggling to survive, while others watch them fight for life-changing prizes. It's poverty as entertainment. But it doesn't stop there. MrBeast is expanding into industries that touch everyday life. Snacks, burgers, chocolate, and now a possible phone company. He's not just a YouTuber anymore. He's building an empire, one that lives off our attention.
Would you risk pretty life for $500,000?
Yes, let's do it, man.
Okay, good luck, man. You're braver than me. This is gonna be crazy. This man is literally in a burning building. Oh, there's fire around the door. The entire room is on fire. Oh my God, this is the craziest thing we've ever filmed. And behind me, everybody, this is the craziest thing we've ever filmed.
Ask yourself, what happens when someone with this much influence decides to step into politics, healthcare, or even education? When kids trust a YouTuber more than their teachers, who's really in charge of shaping their future? Every stunt, every challenge, every giveaway is more than just entertainment. It's a lesson about power, about how one person can build an empire by blending generosity with business, and how millions of us help him do it just by clicking play. The story of MrBeast is more than just internet success. It's about what happens when social media turns a person into a system. Every prize, every challenge, every viral stunt hides a deeper truth. The reason millions sign up for his contests is simple: desperation. When rent is crushing you, when medical bills won't stop, the idea of winning $100,000 feels like a lifeline. But to millions watching, it's just entertainment. That gap between survival and spectacle is what makes MrBeast possible. People's real struggles are turned into content, and the platform rewards it. The more extreme the situation, the more views it pulls. And the more views it pulls, the bigger the empire grows.
MrBeast is genuinely one of the most evil people alive today. I mean that. So the reason why they think he's evil is because he is using funds to help black people in Africa who he thinks are not deserving. Why don't these people donate their millions into their own communities? Post is true though. Africa's gotten over $1 trillion in aid and it's still the same. You're proving my point.
Look at Beast Games. Contestants fight through obstacle courses for a chance at money that could change their lives. But in the process, their pain, exhaustion, and fear are broadcast for us to consume. It feels thrilling to watch, but for them, it's survival dressed up as a game show. Now he's talking about starting a phone company. Think about what that means. A man who already dominates YouTube, food, and entertainment could now control the very devices we use to stay connected. It's not just branding anymore, it's building dependency. And here's the twist, we've all helped him do it. By clicking, by sharing, by treating his stunts as more exciting than our own lives, we hand him the power to decide what matters online. His empire doesn't run on money alone, it runs on our attention. That's the real currency here. Attention has become the new oil. The people who control it shape culture, politics, even the way we see each other. MrBeast has mastered it better than anyone, and that should scare us. Everyday kindness, small communities, real struggles, they all disappear in the shadow of million-dollar giveaways.
$5 million would mean everything to help me get there.
If I win $5 million, I could use that to make passive income for the rest of my life.
It would provide me the opportunity to retire my dad.
The difference that money can make and how it can support a community.
Completely getting my whole family out of the poverty pipeline. Getting my whole family out of the poverty pipeline.
There's a lot of clowns that want to donate the money. I'm buying jet skis and gold chains.
I will die for this. I will die for $5 million. I will die for this. I will die for $5 million.
MrBeast proves that in the digital age, generosity itself can be monetized. Charity can be turned into a brand. And kindness, instead of being private and quiet, becomes a show for the masses. So the next time you see him trending, whether it's a Mike Tyson punch, a new business, or another giant giveaway, ask yourself what you're really watching. Is it just fun content? Or is it proof that inequality has found a new stage? One with flashing lights and endless views. Because in the end, the story of MrBeast isn't just about one man. It's about us. About how we trade our attention for spectacle. How we let the biggest stunts replace the smallest acts of care. And how a YouTuber became a symbol of both hope and the trap of our times. And maybe that's the hardest truth of all. In a world built on clicks, the most powerful person isn't the richest, or even the most generous. It's the one who can keep us watching, no matter the cost, no matter the consequences, and no matter how much it reshapes the way we see the world itself.